A very good evening, viewers, and thank you for tuning in to the NILEcast weekly news roundup on West Nile Television, where we give you the highlights of the news bulletins of the week. Every Sunday from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. My name's Okumringa Christine. Let's dive straight into the stories that have made headlines tonight. The government of the Republic of Uganda, under His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, through the effort of senior advisor Queen Grace Freedom, extended a great support of 10 million shillings to support the burial ceremony of the fallen Ephraim Kebi Waringu, the paramount chief of Kebu Kingdom. Take a look.
The government of Republic of Uganda, under His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, through the efforts of Senior Presidential Advisor Honorable Queen Grace Freedom, extended great support of 10 million Ugandan shillings for the burial ceremony of fallen Ephraim Kebi Waringu, the paramount chief of Kebu Kingdom. However, plans are also in progress with the effort of Honorable Queen Grace Freedom to see that the kingdom is recognized in the country. The burial ceremony of the deceased paramount chief of Kebu, His Royal Majesty Ephraim Kebi Waringu, took place on 17th of August 2024 at his ancestral home in Alangi, Zombo district. Honorable Queen Grace Freedom, Senior Presidential Advisor, and the Chief Mourner, who also offered her great financial support for the burial ceremony, highlighted the rest of the mourners with the efforts and plans the government is having for the kingdom to be one of the recognized kingdoms in the country.
As I grew up, I didn't know there was a Kebu. And that is the unity we need. That in the many tribes we have in West Nile, in Zombo district, we should remain as one. And I saw your letter saying that the late TBC gave a gift to the president at Lower Zombo. I think that was 2010. I was also there. When the president was about to go, they told him, they said, you have two cultural performances, Alur and Kebu. The president said, I want Kebu. And if you were there that time, it was the Kebu who performed. And that is when TBC gave the president that gift. So I want to tell you, people of Kebu, people of Lendu, you are here. The president has a heart for you. Except as far as I know, since the kingdoms were reinstated, no new kingdom has been reinstated and recognized the way the Kebu are asking for recognition and the way the Lendu are also asking for recognition. We will wait what the government will say. We'll wait for what the government will do. But of course, the effort should still be there.
Alexis Okecha, Prime Minister Kebu Kingdom, thanked everyone for the solidarity exhibited at the burial ceremony. However, said the paramount chief Ephraim Kebi Waringu has been an icon among the traditional leaders.
I thank you very much for the exhibition of this solidarity. And I want to say that we go on, we maintain this solidarity. And every other occasion, I want to say that the king in our sessions was declared an icon, a leader among traditional chiefs in this region. This is a chief whose character, whose personality, whose way of life is different from other traditional leaders. And for that matter, we say he is an icon of traditional leaders in this region.
Reverend Father Yobuta Pius, Parish Priest Christ the King, said they had looked at him as a mentor in the Committee of Head Teachers Association by then because of his advice and love for education.
He's a senior to me, but we became friends. We looked at him as a mentor for us. And I remember the head teachers then spoke of how the sacrifices they made in schools they had. I used to listen to them very carefully because by then I was a rector, also a type of head teacher. I'll listen to them as a young person new in the administration of the school. But he will every time say, let the struggle continue.
Dr. Kevio Jacob, the firstborn of the deceased, narrates the cause of his father's death.
The cause of death, he has been having hypertension and diabetes for a long time, over 20 years. On the 4th, I was called that he had become stiff one side and become weak, and I knew it was a sign of stroke. So I encouraged the family members present to take him to Arua Hospital, and when they took him immediately on Monday, on the 5th I followed, and I found sure it was a stroke. So our hope was that with the stroke you can still recover, but for him it was progressive. So he passed on the 8th of August at 6:19 p.m., just 1 month before him celebrating his 77th birthday.
Late Paramount Chief Ephraim Kebi Waringu was born on 9th of September 1947 and passed on 8th of August 2024 at Arua Regional Referral Hospital at the age of 77, and the next Paramount Chief shall be selected by Kebu elders. Oraku Benson Pastore, Western Nile Television Nilecast.
And moving on in our stories, following the recent reshuffle on the resident district commissioners and their deputies by the President of the Republic of Uganda, His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, residents of Pakwach district have hailed the outgoing resident district commissioner, Paul Oseru, as a diamond for fighting against poverty and fostering development in the district. Alfred Jawok reports.
Following the recent reshuffling on resident district commissioners and their deputies by the President of Uganda, His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, residents of Pakwach district have hailed the outgoing Pakwach RDC, Mr. Paul Oseru, as a diamond for the fight against corruption and fostering development, and will be greatly missed. Emmanuel Rotumio, the district chairperson, National Unity Platform NUP, Pakwach, lauded the RDC for being lenient to opposition fraternity in the district and called upon those who were offended by the RDC when he was still in the district to forgive him.
To all the people of Junam, this is now a blow to us, and where we've been going wrong and where we've been going right, you know them. And maybe if he had ever stepped on your toe, please forgive and don't hold him in your heart. And where he has also done bad to us, like me especially, I don't see any reasons why I should hold him, because he has been my friend. He has been the guy that I've been looking up to, because like being a mentor. Yeah, so thanks everyone. Person coming, we welcome you with all our 10 hands, and please feel free, this is home.
Ivan Lakisa, a member of Pakwach Youth Forum, described Paul Oseru as an exceptional and transparent leader Pakwach has ever had since it became a district in 2017.
I want to tell you, RDC Pakwach, Mr. Paul Oseru, has been one of the most exceptional RDCs we have ever had in history. His commitment to ensuring that government projects works was something so exceptional, and the fact that he worked with the community with a zeal and with that the spirit of being human is something that as people of Pakwach we really appreciate, and we will live long to appreciate that, because we've never seen that in any personality that we've ever worked with.
Wilma Ajoloroth, a journalist in Pakwach district, described RDC Oseru as an open leader to journalists as far as giving information is concerned.
I should say most reliable politician around Pakwach, because every kind of information that we needed, any kind of information, any data, anything that we needed to know about the community, how it's working, how everything is going in Pakwach, he used to tell us. Not only that, but he would also call us if we didn't know about something. He would call us and let us know the clue. I'm so glad that we worked with him. He was so reliable, and I really appreciated his work in Pakwach.
Honorable Robert Omitostin, Pakwach District Chairperson, equally appreciated the good coordination he had with the RDC in monitoring government projects in the district.
Paul has been one of the best RDCs the district has ever had. He came after the district had 3 other RDCs. We first started the district with Mukose James. After Mukose James, Rusoke, we had Toko. After Toko, we had Dibele, and then thereafter Dibele, he was our 4th RDC. Seropol, actually, being a young person, his interpersonal skill, interrelation, how he relates to the people, he's very active. He's a man of social media, there for publicity and publicizing government activities. He was a real mobilizer.
However, Moses Arake Dalele, Chief Administrative Officer, Pakwach District, recalled how Mr. Paul Esero worked with them in all conditions of life. According to Dalele, the district will miss his service but welcomes the successor, Mr. Emi Mitala from Koboko District.
I thought he was young, and young people are overzealous, they have ego, but I found this one exceptional. He's a very experienced, calm fellow, very consistent with what he does, familiar with government policies, and works with the team. So I heard the news of changes. These are routine changes by the president of reshuffling the RDCs. So Esero now moves to Soweto. I want to sincerely commend him for providing leadership and truly representing the presidency.
In the changes made for Greater Nebi, Robert Abak maintained his seat in Nebi. Festus Aikoboa was posted to Zombo and Emi Mitala to Pakwach District. Alfred Jawok, West Nile TV, Nilecast.
Moving on in our stories, a section of unhappy residents of Arua City, who mainly are the youth, have come out to reject the transfer of Charles Ichogor, the resident city commissioner, Arua City's move to Kotido District. Parish Majid reports.
Following the recent reshuffle of the resident district commissioners and their deputies by the President, His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni recently, a section of unhappy residents of Arua City, who mainly comprise of the youth, have come out to reject the transfer of Charles Ichogor, who has been moved to Kotido District. The news of the transfer of Charles Ichogor came as a shock to a number of the locals, as the former resident city commissioner has only lasted for about 7 months in office, where he will be replaced by Salim Kumakech. Magezi Gift, the chairperson Arua City Youth Council, expresses dissatisfaction in relation to the transfers, since according to him, Charles has created a convenient environment for them to live as young people.
This is one of the RCCs that you have realized that is so much patent with the issues of young people. He's always there with young people, and if you realize that this is RCC who is really good. And why we are saying good, and this is someone who is really so much close to the young people, and so far this is one of the best RCCs that the RCC have received, and as young people transferring him, we have realized that it's going to affect us.
Said Sulaiman Onjima, the chairperson Community Peace Advocacy Group, a group that has championed promotion of peace in Arua City, says that they are rejecting the transfer on grounds of Charles Ichogor, who still has a mission to accomplish in terms of promoting peace and security in the city.
It's a painful moment as per now for us to see that what we wanted to achieve from our RCC is not yet achieved and is transferred. It is a very painful moment to us. This group, since our RCC advised us to be united and be in a group, we happen to register this group. As per now, this group is registered with the CPO in support of our RCC.
However, Hamza Manzu, a concerned youth in Arua City, is appealing to the government to retain the leadership of Charles Ichogor in Arua City, since he has created for them a suitable environment as the ghetto community, as he now appeals to the office of the president to revoke the transfer.
Our current RCC, Mr. Charles, who is our father of Arua City for now, This is a man who have managed to conquer and champion Arua City with us together, sir. This is a man who have brought us out without fear or favor. We have been hidden in a ghetto, especially with the ghetto youths in Arua City. We had thought that ghetto is a hidden place for criminality. But after receiving this RCC in Arua City, we have realized that we, the ghetto youths, we have value to build our nation, Uganda, and Arua City in large. Mr. President, we are requesting through your office that have a mercy on us. Our RCC should be retained for us until further notice.
According to a group who claim to be mainly supporters of the National Resistance Movement Party, if their plea is not heard, they will have no option but to quit the party.
Now, if the person who has been handling young people seriously is transferred, what do you expect else the young people of Arua City can do? Only to change their mind to transfer to a party which is now against the ruling government. So our appeal to the office of the president and also to the minister of presidency is that at least our RCC will be retained for some 2 years, so that the plans we had set with him is achieved, and NRM changes the face of Arua City that people knew as an opposition area into NRM region and the NRM city. Nevertheless, as young people, we are ready to mobilize other young people to change their minds from supporting the NRM government to other parties if our RCC is not retained.
What next is if the president did not listen to our demand? It means he don't love us. If he did not listen to our demand, it means he don't want to listen to ideology of NRM. He's chasing us from loving party and our country. We can't agree wrong person to stay with us. The person we agree to stay with us is a person which changes people's life, preach good ideology, preach good idea, preach good decision.
In the recent reshuffles conducted by Office of the President, most local governments in Western Sub-Region were not spared as well, as Charles Chogor from Arua City was transferred to Kotido District, as he is replaced by Salim Komakech. Meanwhile, in Arua District, Tokoswai from Adiokoro District replaces Okiswa Geoffrey, who has been transferred to Alemptong District, with many other local governments as well affected. Farish Majid, West Nile TV, Nilecast.
And more in our stories, 4 schools in Ivory Division through the Office of the Prime Minister have received 600 iron sheets at the Arua City Council Hall in Arua City, lobbied by the Member of Parliament for Ivory East Constituency, Honorable Godfrey Feta, and the Arua City Education Department for the construction of the teachers' quarters and classrooms. Take a look.
4 schools in Ivory Division through the Office of the Prime Minister have received 600 iron sheets at the Arua City Council Hall in Arua City, lobbied by the Member of Parliament of Ivory East Constituency, Honorable Feta Geoffrey, and the Arua City Education Department for the construction of teachers' quarters and classrooms. The Principal Education Officer, Obai Raymond Ombere, during a press briefing, stated that the distribution of the iron sheets were based on needs assessment faced by disaster. He further appealed to the members of parliament to continue to lobby for more services similar to this, so that other schools in the different constituencies of Arua City can benefit from such initiatives.
This was really, these iron sheets are based on needs assessment. These were schools which were affected by disaster. And we would like to really thank the following up. Through the status of these schools until some interventions have been put in place to correct the disaster that happened. But because these were meant for them, we feel we should go to the schools to help the schools, particularly of staff houses, where we communicate the very day staff really, we look forward to receiving more because the situation in all our schools is so desperate and we like to appeal to our area members of parliament to be on look out for this kind of opportunity so that this kind of assistance is distributed even in all the constituencies of Ario City.
Honorable Feta Geoffrey, the Member of Parliament for Ivu East Division, stated that the handover of iron sheets to these 4 different schools is to aid in the construction of teachers' quarters so as to enforce the attendance of teachers by providing accommodation and ensuring their safety at school.
I wrote to the OPM, particularly to the Prime Minister, to draw our attention to the state of schools, the condition of staff houses and the classrooms. So I requested for relief aid in form of iron seats. Now in I think 2023 January, we received the 300 iron seats through the office of Minister for Northern Uganda. So those iron seats, I gave 100 to Mbokro Primary, another 100 to Ariavu Primary, 28 to Alivu Primary. The remaining were used for youth livelihood skills training facility. Now today, we have again distributed, after receiving relief aid from the Prime Minister's office, because I took 2 requisitions, one in September 2021, another one in 2022. So today, the OPM has delivered 600 iron seats. Of the 600, the breakdown is Michi Primary 136, Roy Primary School 166, Oracle Primary School 132, and Odravo 166. So the focus is the SMC together with the PTA and school administration should focus on building staff houses, because the huge gap is accommodation of teachers in the schools. The reason why many teachers arrive late is because they come far from the teaching area. So if you want to enforce the attendance of the teachers, first provide accommodation. And we have heard that teachers are being renting in the communities and sometimes their safety is not guaranteed. So we think this is the direction we should be able to take. That's what I can be able to say. So we have tasked the SMC and the PTA to ensure that they construct houses that can utilize these iron seats. Thank you very much.
The 4 schools in Ivu Division that received relief aid in form of iron sheets include Miku Primary School, Aroi Primary School, Oreku Primary School, and Odravu Primary School. Kashinroth Fancy, Okomuringa Christine, West Nile Television, Nile Cars.
Moving on to Moyo District, Electoral Commission wants letters to be written by the Ministry of Local Government as statutory instruments so as to clarify on the verification of some administrative units. This revelation was made by Mr. Okello Anthony, the Commissioner Electoral Commission, while responding to the inquiries raised by the leadership of Moyo District concerning the names of some of the parishes and villages not being captured on the database of the Commission, yet they are fully operational. Okumu Dominic reports.
The emergency meeting convened by the Office of the Local Council 5 brought in all the key sub-county and town council leaders to deliberate and register their complaints in relation to the missing names of some parishes and villages in the database of Electoral Commission, yet the villages and parishes are fully operational to the Commissioner, who had paid a courtesy call to the district. Honorable Drami Caesar, the Chairman Local Council 3 Laropi Sub-County, said there has been a confusion in Laropi Sub-County where a village in the names of Edre has not been captured in the database of the Ministry of Local Government because during the creation of Laropi Town Council, part of the village was carved into the Town Council, which has caused a lot of untold suffering to the bigger portion of the village that has remained in Laropi Sub-County, adding that if not resolved early enough, it might cause death to some people within the district.
Now computer refused to enter now the major members of in a village in my sub-county. Whether you Google it or what, there is no longer a day in the map on the map of Uganda. Right now, if you are down there, easy, let me assure you, I think we're the problem there with this last concluded election. But for this forthcoming, I think more than 10 people will die there if we have not corrected this thing.
Honorable Susije Bisa, the Secretary for Finance, Production and Administration, Moyo District Local Government, who chaired the meeting on behalf of the Local Council 5 chairman, said as Moyo District, they have a total of 47 parishes which are all operational, but it wasn't captured in the database of the Ministry of Local Government and the Electoral Commission, adding that as a district they managed to raise the issues to the concerned authorities several times, but no serious actions have so far been taken about it.
We have 47 parishes in the district, fully fledged, with the LC tools, with the all administrative structures in place, but it was wrongly captured.
He further stressed that the district has a total of 232 villages, but according to the database of the Electoral Commission, the villages captured are only 224, a difference of 8 villages, which they feel is unfair and it affects service delivery to the public in the district if not corrected.
As I speak, because of that, the district is faced with a lot of challenges.
Mr. Nyanzo David Buti, the Regional Election Officer, West Nile Region, analyzed the variations and request the district authorities to avail the Office of the Electoral Commission with the supporting document given to the district by the Ministry of Local Government so that the Commission will go and cross-check and make the necessary adjustments into the database and see how to harmonize the documents, which he feels, if availed, will not be an issue to solve.
So, if it is true, as Honorable JPSC has said, that these variations, these units are backed by an instrument from Ministry of Local Government, it should be a big issue. A very easy with the instruments that created these units. We take it up with our election management department. They also look through their data. Because Ministry of Local Government normally gives a copy also of these instruments to EC, because there's no EC has a stake in this.
Mr. Okello Anthony, the Commissioner Electoral Commission, while responding to the queries being raised by the district leaders, said the district is relying on the letter the district wrote to the Ministry of Local Government permitting them to create administrative units, yet the Electoral Commission wants the letters issued to the district by the Ministry of Local Government as a statutory instrument, saying once this letter is availed by the district, the Electoral Commission will have no problem including the names of the missing parishes and villages into the database of the Commission.
You are referring to a document from the district. The district wrote that and sent it to Ministry of Local Government. But we want what is permitted by Ministry of Local Government through a statutory instrument, and we shall have no problem. And we also want to request you as leaders in the district, you need to be ambassadors to our people back at home.
Moyo District has for long been grappling with the challenge of the names of specifically 2 parishes missing in the database of Ministry of Local Government, around 8 villages, which started around 2019 when Obongi District was carved out of Moyo District by the Act of Parliament, and this has greatly affected the public living in these parishes and villages, who keep mounting pressure on the district leaders to act swiftly on the matter. It's from this background that the emergency meeting was convened to help address the matter before the 2026 elections get underway. Dominic Anthony Okumu, West Nile TV, Nile Cast.
And more in our stories, a total of 19 government health workers comprising of record assistants, nursing officers and directors from the West Nile region have benefited from 2 days training for information communication and technology training to help improve patients' data recording keeping. Parish Majid reports.
More than 20 government health workers comprising of record assistants and nursing officers, among others, from West Nile Sub-Region have benefited from a 2-day training in information, communication and technology to help improve on patients' data record keeping. The training took place on the 21st and 22nd of August 2024 at Moon University, where the group was trained on the electronic medical record system with the aim to improve on its usage and adoption in all the government facilities across the entire country before it's being rolled out. Kisemba Rita, an information and technology officer from Ministry of ICT and National Guidance, the organizers of the training says it aims at equipping the medical workers in government health facilities on the electronic record management system before the system is being rolled out for implementation.
I would also like to thank the Permanent Secretary and the government at large for enabling such trainings to take place. This training, it was aimed at equipping health workers in government with the ICT skills that will enable them conduct their work as Ministry of Health rolls out the EMR systems in government. This is aimed at ensuring that efficiency is achieved as they take on their work.
Bosco Alionzi, a senior medical officer with the Rural Regional Referral Hospital, says the system works well at a time where the patient visits and up to the time the patient leaves the facility.
The system provides for this patient to start from registration up to the time he picks his drugs from the dispensary, and then if there are any other conditions, maybe that brings the patient later, or to come for either as a revisit or a new condition is bringing the patient. The information that the most basic information will have been captured, then the patient will move through the system as has been prescribed, and the patient is in position to be attended to.
Eltari Peace Oliver, the in charge of Bondo Health Center who attended the training, appreciates the ministry for organizing the training, as she appeals for the same to be extended to those at the private health facilities.
This EMR has come timely, I think, as the country is planning to take us to the electronic levels, as you can know, in all departments. So for this training that we've had, we really appreciate it so much in preparation of the staff, since it is for the health workers, the government health workers. However, we would urge or request that the government thinks of training more staff and include those who are in the private sector as well, as we work in synergism, there's a term we use, together to provide service to the community.
Robert Kajobe, a research professor at Moon University, rallied those who got the training to put the skills into practice.
I hope you are going to apply the training. There is one thing training, there is another thing going to practice what you have been taught here.
The training of the government health workers on the electronic management record system comes as a strategy to enhancing service delivery through digitizing the services in all the government health facilities across the country. Farish Majid, Oraku Benson Pastore, West Nile TV, Nalcast.
And more in our stories, a section of members of parliament from the West Nile region have expressed concern over the ongoing clashes between science and art teachers. This alarm was raised during the visit of the Parliamentary Education Committee to the West Nile region over oversight supervision. Alfred Jawok reports.
A section of members of parliament from West Nile region have expressed concern over the ongoing clashes between science and arts teachers in various schools in the region. According to the leaders, tensions have been rising between these two groups over salary enhancements. These alarms were raised during a visit by the Parliamentary Education Committee to the West Nile region for oversight supervision. Honorable Agnes Ashibu, woman member of Parliament, Nebi District, noted that the conflict has demotivated arts teachers, leading to challenges in the administration of school activities.
You know, science teachers are being paid highly as compared to the arts teachers. That thing, naturally speaking, has created a lot of division among science teachers and arts teachers, and it befits everybody understanding. As members of the Committee of Education, we had not endorsed that proposal that teachers should be paid differently, but it has taken off. And one consoling answer that has ever been given by Ministry of Public Service is that they have started in stages, and therefore they would also come to the arts teachers. But all in all, it has left a very negative impact on education system in the many secondary schools all over the country.
However, Patrick Omony, a science teacher at Mambasit Secondary School, revealed that the government should expedite the process of enhancing arts teachers' salary, since this has become an issue of concern among the teachers.
Money is nothing. I think you bear me witness. I don't know what a member of parliament gets, but still that money you are being paid is not enough. Personally, I get 2.8 net. But that money cannot do anything. Now look at a colleague of ours who maybe if a diploma person is getting around 600 something with loan, that money is nothing completely. So let us really, through you, advocate for this so that the government can increase the salary for these people. We recognize the importance of science as the government is implementing, but for coexistence, we feel that possibly let them also have that.
Honorable Etuka Isaac, Member of Parliament, Madi Upper Constituency, equally acknowledged the issues, stating that these challenges are particularly prevalent in secondary schools. He urged Parliament to take decisive action to address the matter.
I am heartily sorry and greatly disappointed due to the discriminatory salary enhancement. In fact, as members of Education Committee from the 10th Parliament, we totally rejected as a committee and even as the Parliament the discriminatory salary enhancement, because when you look at the 8 parameters, some of which are considered for allocating salaries, one of it is the period of study, the cost of study, and what have you. But now you find out that these are the people who have undergone the same length of studies, they have the same cost, and they even go to the same markets, they sit in the same staff room, and everything is uniform. So we as members of Parliament totally rejected, but the executive went ahead to start implementing it, in fact, against the views of members of Parliament. It's not only the Education Committee, but the whole Parliament rejected that, and even the teacher policy was equally rejected by members of Parliament on argument that if now currently teachers are poorly paid when they have certificates and the diplomas and even those degrees. Personally, I left the primary school class when I had already got my master's in education, but of course I was still getting the same salary of grade 3.
In Pakwach district, the team visited Pakwach Girls Primary School, Pakwach Senior Secondary School, and Alois Senior Secondary School. Their oversight visit will continue in other parts of West Nile, including Madokolo, Arua, respectively. This highlights the importance of science teachers fostering cooperation and cohesion with their arts counterparts. Alfred Jawok, West Nile TV, Nilecast.
5 construction workers were arrested and detained at Arua Central Police Station for wetland degradation after it was discovered that the construction of a residential house was underway on River Anyao in Alenyo Cell, Pokea Ward, Aivu Division. Take a look. The Arua City Deputy Resident City Commissioner, Aivu Division, Mbigiti Godfrey Jonah, carried out an intelligence-led operation together with Arua Central Police and Arua City Environment Department, which led to the arrest of 5 construction workers for wetland encroachment in Alenyo Cell, Pokea Ward, Aivu Division, after it was discovered that the construction of a residential home was underway on River Anya, River Enyao. During a press briefing, Bigiti Godfrey Jonah, the Deputy Resident City Commissioner, Iowa Division, stated that the culprits who have been involved in the construction of this structure should produce the Environment Impact Assessment Report, building permit, approved building plan, and ownership of the land. He further stated that the city staff members that have been involved in approving construction on the wetland will be held accountable.
My senior at the RCC, Mr. H.O. Charles, is flagging me off with my team to go and stop the person who has constructed in the wetland, blocking the river Enya. So it is in response to what His Excellency has directed us. We moved to that area in Pokea Ward to stop that person who was constructing with a lot of impunity. Because when I was posted here, I moved around and I saw that building at window level. That is like 1.5 years ago. To my mind, I thought he took heed, he was stopped. But I was surprised to see that within a span of 2 weeks, he had completed it and now he was at roofing stage. So I had to take action as office of RCC and we have arrested them. They are recording statements, and at an opportune moment, that structure will be raised down. It is a process. We have tasked them to produce the EIA, Environment Impact Assessment Report, which they haven't done, building permit, approved the plan, and ownership. Who gave them the title, if the title is there, in a wetland? And any staff who participated in approving such is going to be answered. They are going to take action so that other people know. We have been moving around over radios and informing our people that they should come out of the wetlands. And some have even they raised down their structures. They took it. But there are some errant characters, like the one we have just picked.
Under the National Environment, Wetlands, Riverbanks and Lake Shores Management Act 2000, 39A, B, C, D and G, the owner of the said property, Dramuke Roni, has committed the offence of constructing a property over a wetland. The 5 workers were arrested and detained at Arua Central Police Station for wetland degradation under the reference number 29-2008-2024. Okumuringa Christine for West Nile Television, Nilecast. And more in our stories. Excitement rocked the people of Madi West Nile region after the Council of Chiefs elected a paramount chief for Madi sub-region, His Highness Chief Sabaru Simon, the chief of Pakele, through a secret ballot that took place in front of Moyo People's Hall in Moyo District. Okumu Dominic reports.
The event, which was conducted by an independent electoral commission, attracted all the 21 chiefs across the 3 Madi districts of Adjumani, Obongi and Moyo with their cabinet members and members of the public who turned up to witness the process and welcome the first ever Madi paramount chief, Loprigo, His Highness Surubaru Simon, the chief of Pakele clan, who won the election by a percentage of over 51% against His Highness Chief Akuti Moses Chokiri of Adropi clan, and was sworn in as the paramount chief of Madi by the Chief Magistrate Moyo Magistrates Court.
And observe the laws of Wopi Madidi, and that I shall protect and promote the interest of Wopi Madidi. So help me God.
Dr. Adibako Seraphin, the Chairman Electoral Commission, gave the details of the elections following the 2 rounds of voting.
1. Opi Akuti Moses Ukiri of Adropi clan polled 10 votes, amounting to 47.6% of the votes. Opi Suru Simon Baru of Pakele clan polled 11 votes, amounting to 52.4% of the votes cast. We did not have any invalid votes. 21 total votes polled and 21 were valid. So by virtue of the same authority, it is now my pleasant duty to declare Opi Suru Baru Simon, Opi Suru Simon Baru, that's the order of the names, Opi Suru Simon Baru as the duly elected Loprigo elect of Madi Cultural Institution.
Honorable Anyama Williams, the Chairman Local Council 5 Moyo District, after the election and the swearing in of the Madi Loprigo, said the process has purely been cultural in nature with no political interference, and urged the new Loprigo to work together with the chiefs, including the one he competed against, so as to bring development, saying not everyone can be a Loprigo at the same time. Therefore, the chiefs need to accord the new Loprigo the respect and work together to develop Madi sub-region.
This has been a purely cultural process. It was not in any way, it was not interfered with by political leadership. For us, what we did as leaders is we are also Madi people. We are Madi sons and daughters. We are under obligation as local government authorities to facilitate the process of reorganizing and building a vibrant chiefdom for Madi people. So this is all what the process has been. It has been a peaceful. I want to appeal to the newly elected Loprigo to work with the other fellow candidates who contested with him. They have to work together for the good of Madi people.
His Highness Chief Suru Baru Simon, the chief of Pakele clan, who is now the Loprigo placed on the throne, pledged to work together with the chiefs and form a cabinet and council of elders who will advise them on cultural matters so as to strengthen the cultural institutions, and also promise to work and coordinate with the local governments of the districts of Moyo, Adjumani and Obongi and the central government so as to bring about development in the region.
Opi Suru Baru Simon solemnly swear in the name of the Almighty God that I shall faithfully exercise the functions of Madi, and that I shall uphold, preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of Opi Madidi.
His Highness Chief Akuti Moses Chokiri of Adropi clan, who lost the election, accepted the outcome of the election and pledged to work together with the new Loprigo so as to develop Madi sub-region, and thanked the chiefs for making the process possible and peaceful. This is the first time Madi sub-region is getting a paramount chief elected by the Council of Chiefs in the region, who will reign over the Madi Cultural Institution, following the government directive for every kingdom and chiefdoms to have either one king or a paramount chief to help coordinate different government programs to their people so as to bring socio-economic transformation and foster development in their kingdoms and chiefdoms. It's from this background that the cultural chiefs of Madi elected their paramount chief, Loprigo, to help coordinate and link the Madi people with the government for development. Dominic Anthony Okumu, West Nile TV, Nilecast.
With that, viewers, we'll come to the end.